It is time for the Club World Cup round of 16. We're going to be giving you guys my predictions, a few analysis on some of the games. I got to be honest, Gianni cooked, bro, because the games that we have in a round of 16, they're all crazy. Most of these games are going to be really good. I'm super excited for them, guys. Let me know who you guys think is going to be. This is what I'm going to ask you, YouTube, Spotify comments. Who is going to be the team that just shocks everybody in this round of 16? The team that's going to pull off an upset, because I will tell you this. With the format of it being played in a different country, different pitches, different styles of play, there's going to be upsets, okay? There's going to be teams. There's going to be one team that's going to make a run. Man, we have so many games to break down. So the knockouts, guys, the way that it sets up, you guys will see it on the screen here. The first match is Botafogo and Palmeiras, Benfica, Chelsea. We're going to preview all of these games, but when we take a look initially at how it's looking bracket-wise, with how strong Man City played yesterday, Man City, I think, have the left side, I think, is a bit easier than the right side. The right side has Bayern, PSG, Real Madrid, Juve, who just got spanked but had played well the two previous games, and honestly, a team like Flamingo that I take quite seriously. So then you could say, on the other hand, well, what do you mean the left side is easier? There's 3 Brazilian teams. You have a point. You also have a point. So is there an easier side to the bracket? I don't know necessarily. But it's great to see. We've got a Saudi team in the knockouts. We have all 4 Brazilian teams in the knockouts. All 4. Crazy, right? We've got 2 English teams in the knockouts. We've got Inter, PSG. We've got Bayern. And then we've got Real Madrid and Juve. Obviously, no Atletico Madrid. And we're going to be going through, guys, and talking about kind of my picks for these games. We're going to start off and go just kind of in sequential order, guys, because I feel like that's best. So the first game is Palmeiras Botafogo. And I was pulling up odds here because I'm like, I want to know what the bookies, what the Vegas, what they're saying, because these guys know. All right, if there's one thing, those guys set lines because they know. This game is quite even according to the bookies. Now, you may say, well, why is that? Botafogo, did they really look that good against Atletico Madrid? They did only lose 1-0, but they did get tucked in quite a bit. I mean, the difference in level was crazy, and I think they knew they just needed to get a certain result. They were happy to defend, and man, did they defend. Let me tell you this, though. Palmeiras in this tournament, I have felt like, is definitely, compared to Botafogo, the more dangerous team on the attack. However, you guys will be really surprised, right? Botafogo got more points out of the group stage than Palmeiras did, and Botafogo is in a group with PSG and Atletico Madrid, and they beat PSG. They beat the guys that won the Champions League. I don't take that lightly, and if you look at how close the last few games have been, Palmeiras guys have not beat Botafogo since 2023, so Palmeiras have not seen a win against them in that long. Out of the last 3 games they played, 2 of them were draws. You know what? This is going to be really close. Is it Palmeiras' time to go through and win? I think Palmeiras has a shot here, but guys, let me tell you this. Do not sleep on Botafogo. I'm making a prediction here. I'm going to make a prediction in this game that I think this game is going to go to extra time. I know, how surprising. I think this game will go into extra time, and I think this game will also, as the first game of the tournament, I think this game will go to penalties. The atmosphere is going to be crazy. I think it's going to go to penalties. This tournament as well, for those of you that are wondering, they don't do extra, they don't do just like go to penalties. They do extra time. So there's going to be 2 15-minute extra times. They do that, so you guys know. I know the Copa America just goes straight to penalties. They will have extra time. I think they will go the whole length of the extra time. I think they will go to penalties. And who do I think is going to win in penalties? That is a coin flip, but I will go with Botafogo. I think Palmeiras is the better football team. I'm going to go with Botafogo, man. Something about this team, they're speaking to me a bit. They're speaking to me. I feel like they will have enough to get it done. I'm going to go with Botafogo. I think Palmeiras is a bit better this season. They're the better team to bet on in this one. But I think Botafogo has showed us that they are a team that is ready to go for a little bit of a run in this tournament. Now, this game is really tough to predict. Benfica, Chelsea. On paper, Chelsea's the better team. Benfica just topped the group with Bayern Munich. You say what you want about their last result, but they were able to beat Bayern Munich, and I think Bayern Munich is a much better team than Chelsea. I will say that. I think Chelsea will get the win here. I think Chelsea will win this game. I think it's going to be closer than people expect. If you want a score prediction, I think Chelsea will win this game 2-1. Chelsea has been pretty good against Benfica in the past. I think they will figure their stuff out. They actually will be looking at this bracket as well. And you look at the knockouts of what side they're on. And Chelsea's got to think for themselves. They've got a chance to make it to the, at least to the last four. They have to look at that. Now, you do have to play Benfica, always a respectable team. And then you got the winner of the two crazy Brazilian teams, which those teams are looking at it saying, we can make a run. So I'm not going to do the full predictions in this video. Maybe we'll do a bracket at the end. I'll let you know. But my prediction is Chelsea's going to win 2-1. I think they will go through and get a win. So those are going to be the opening matches, guys. Then we will go to PSG Inter Miami, okay? I know that people are saying, and by the way, Benfica, so Chelsea, okay, so Chelsea, Benfica plus 245. Okay, so Botafogo, guys, my pick of Botafogo is actually odds-wise, theoretically, not a favorite, right? So I'm kind of going against the tide there. Chelsea's more of the favorite. PSG Inter Miami, the odds for PSG, it's very high. PSG, to me, guys, if they lost this game to Inter Miami, I would have to question my analysis and my understanding of football. There's no way, there's no way, right? There's no way that Unc Messi and Unc Suarez are going to take down this PSG team. Because don't get it twisted. PSG have been playing this season the best football we have seen. The best. Okay? Now, they did suffer a loss in the group stage of Botafogo, got out of that group, and now they're playing Inter Miami. They could have been playing Palmeiras. So, they'll probably, Inter Miami's probably the better matchup for them. Inter Miami, in their side, I already saw they're posting a TikTok where they're doing that edit of showing the PSG player and then Messi and then the edit of PSG player and then some music and then Suarez. The admin's going crazy. Let me tell you this, though. Inter Miami is not winning this game. The quality of Inter Miami in the midfield is not good enough, and their defenders are going to struggle because what did PSG do to everybody all season? High pressed, out the wazoo. All right, high press kept everybody stuck in. It's almost impossible this season to find a team that eloquently and built up so well in a way that was effective against them. They're just machines, okay? They just keep you stuck, and then they keep the ball the whole time. Now, Inter Miami is going to be preparing for this game to park the bus, okay? But unfortunately, Inter Miami do not have the goalkeeper and do not have the defenders to be able to withstand constant attacks from Kvaratskhelia, Dewey, Vitinha. Do I even need to say more? No, right? PSG is going to win this game. I don't think this one is going to be close. I think this one's going to be 4-1 to PSG. I think Inter Miami will get themselves a goal. PSG have been a little iffy this tournament with, in the previous, we felt like they were a little more locked down defensively. But, I mean, man, shocked if PSG don't win by more than 2 or 3 goals. This one, for me, is not too much of a tough game to call. Let's talk about Flamengo versus Bayern Munich. Guys, out of all the Brazilian teams that I watch, I know Flamengo ended up drawing LAFC in the last one. They got a 3-1 win against Chelsea. They played perfect in that game. They are the best Brazilian team at this tournament. And it's a bit harsh for them. They're playing against, in my opinion, a top 3 performing team at this tournament. There's 3 teams that I think have performed the best or just are the best. Let's not say performances. It's Man City, Bayern, and PSG. Those are the 3 teams that I think are just the giants in this one in the knockout stage. And it's really unlucky for Flamengo because any other side of the bracket, but you know what? It's how it goes. Now, odds-wise, Flamengo's plus 380, Bayern's minus 140. So it's not as favored as I thought with Bayern, but that's obviously in 90 minutes. This one, I think Bayern Munich will win, and I think this one will be a pretty similar, experience to a lot of this tournament for Bayern Munich. I don't think they're going to get the separation that they want. I think this game will be pretty close, but I'm also going to go with Bayern Munich 2-1. I think Bayern Munich, I think Olise, I think Musiala is out. I don't know for sure if he's out. I know he walked off in the previous game. So I don't know if Musiala is going to be playing. I could do a quick Twitter search here. It's not going to change my prediction, though. Olise is playing on another level. Kimmich, Harry Kane, I've just been watching them a few games in this tournament. I don't see them losing to Flamengo. I just don't. So, I expect Musiala to be playing in this game, and I think Bayern Munich are playing really well. I think Bayern Munich, actually heading into next season, are one of my favorites to be the most successful teams in Europe. So I think Bayern Munich will get a result here, guys, in the next round against Flamengo. And it's just tough for Flamengo because, to be fair, guys, Flamengo just got unlucky with that draw. Having to play Bayern Munich is just, that's brutal. All right, let's talk about this one. Fluminense versus Inter Miami. They've never even played. So this is the first time they've ever played. It's crazy with these Brazilian teams, bro. I look at the top 8, and they're just all, such competitive teams. Now, Inter Milan, right? Didn't like the start of the tournament for them in that first game. I feel like they've been finding their way, but it's not been super convincing, okay? It's not. Now, what do I see for this game? Do I have an initial reaction? Fluminense have been extremely hard to beat. Not an easy team to beat. I think this game is going to go to penalties. I know you guys think I'm crazy. I think this game will go to penalties, and I think Inter Miami, not Inter Miami. Did I say Inter Miami previously, though? Hopefully I didn't say that. I'm sorry, guys. Inter will go through. I think Inter is going to go through in this one. They will have enough quality to get the penalty shootout win or the extra time win. Don't expect this game to be any difference of at least 1 goal margin. It's not going to be more than that. It's going to be very close. And I feel like one of these Brazilian teams I'm sleeping on, and they're going to make a run to the final, and I just don't know what team it is. It's too hard for me to call. All I've seen from these teams is incredible passion, incredible fight, and true technical and physical ability. So don't sleep on any of these teams. Maybe I'm sleeping. But look, Inter Miami, bro. It's Inter Milan, man. It's because we got Inter Miami in this tournament, too. Inter Milan, second place in Europe this season, got absolutely spanked in a final. And look, maybe they're hungry. Maybe they're motivated to redeem it. They've got an incredible team. They've got enough pieces to do it. I don't think Inter's going to make a run all the way, but I think they will get by this one. And now we move to the next game, which is going to be on June 30th. And Al Hilal is playing Manchester City. Manchester City is one of the most informed teams. But let me tell you this, okay? Al Hilal is not going to be an easy game for Manchester City. Manchester City have looked really good in this tournament, but I do not think Al Hilal is going to be an easy game. Al Hilal have a lot of quality. It's why they do so well in the Saudi League, and they've showed us a lot. They beat a Mexican team 2-0. They drew Real Madrid. They could have got more out of that. I think Man City will win this game, and I think they will win 3-1. I think Man City will continue the goal scoring. I think they will get 3 against Al Hilal. I know Al Hilal aren't really conceding that much, but Man City just look too good. They will concede. Al Hilal's quality is too good to not score, but Man City's going to go through. I'm very high on Man City because I felt like Juve was solid in this tournament. They got the lineup wrong against Man City, who they put out there, but they spanked Juve. So that's just my feeling. And obviously, favorites-wise, guys, they are very favored. And then we've got two more matches to take a look at, guys, in the round of 16. And those two games are Real Madrid-Juventus and Dortmund versus Dortmund is playing Monterrey. Okay, Real Madrid Juve. I expect Real Madrid to win this game. I do. I think it's going to be 2-1 Real Madrid. I don't see Juventus beating Real Madrid. This would be a very bad loss for Real Madrid if they did suffer a loss here. I expect Xabi Alonso to not go all the way in this tournament, but to at least get his team through a couple of knockout stages here. So I expect that result. I think Real Madrid is really going to struggle when they face either PSG or Bayern in this game right here on July 9th, if they get there. That is going to be what's going to knock out Real Madrid from this tournament, in my opinion. I think PSG or Bayern, if they get through, maybe it's Flamengo, maybe I'm wrong, but I think they will lose to either team there. And then the last game is Dortmund-Monterrey, and you may be surprised by this because the odds are saying otherwise, right? Monterrey plus 340, Dortmund minus 125. Monterrey is going to win this game. Monterrey will win this game. It will be 3-2 Monterrey. 3-2, guys. I'm going to say it. It's a crazy prediction. Odds-wise for that to happen is very unlikely, but I think they're going to win 3-2. I have a feeling this team is going to beat Borussia Dortmund. I just feel it. It's something I'm feeling. So I'm kind of making two crazy predictions, guys. I've got Bafogo beating Palmeiras, which I guess isn't so crazy. And I have Monterrey beating Dortmund. Those are like my main upsets. I've got Man City going through. I've got Real Madrid going through. Bayern Munich I have going through. Inter Milan I have going through in penalties. PSG I have spanking Inter Miami. Chelsea I have going through. I've seen some people go through and say that they feel like Chelsea is going to lose to Benfica. I don't see that happening. It could happen. Benfica's got the quality too. So let's go through here. And if we think this is going to happen, I think one of the Brazilian teams is going to knock out Chelsea. That's my prediction. Chelsea already got spanked by one of the Brazilian teams. I think they'll get spanked again. So Inter Man City, I think Man City will win. I think Man City will be in the final. Man City's bracket is just too favorable for me. PSG, I've got Bayern. That's a crazy game. PSG Bayern, bro, in this. Oh my God. That's just a crazy one. Monterrey Real Madrid, I think Real Madrid will get through. PSG Bayern. Why do I feel like Bayern's going to win that game? Oh my God, that's crazy to say, right? Why do I feel like Bayern is going to win that game? I don't even know. Well, you know what, guys? I hate to say it. I think Man City's going to win the Club World Cup. Now, I'm going to go back to the drawing board tomorrow morning and make sure I edit this if I want to change anything. I think Man City's going to win. Maybe I'm crazy. I got Man City winning, though. Look, this is just round of 16, guys. Obviously, this bracket is going to be busted after this round because I'm picking two crazy upsets. And I've got more than I would want of the Brazilian teams getting knocked out. So let me know in the comments, guys. Who's your upset pick? Who is your upset pick? I'm going with Monterrey over Dortmund. I don't think it's that crazy of an upset. But who's your upset pick? Do you guys see Al Hilal beating Man City? Do you see any of these teams? I mean, don't tell me Inter Miami is going to beat PSG. Don't even start saying that because I know you want to say that. Don't say that. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, all right? It's not going to happen. But, guys, let me remind you, this tournament has been full of surprises. Benfica beating Bayern Munich, right? And you see the stats. A lot of teams are doing well with giving up the ball and just suffering, you know? Botafogo beat PSG 1-0. Botafogo. And that's kind of why I think they're going to make a run. I think that confidence win right there is letting all those players believe that they can really make a run. That's just my internal feeling that I'm having. I really think Man City's going to be something to... They're on a freaking train right now, and I don't know who's gonna stop them. You know, I think PSG might be a little tired from the season. And let me be real, guys. You win the Champions League, bro. Are you really that motivated to win the Club World Cup? Like, I'm sure the players are motivated, but you got teams like Man City. You got teams like the Brazilian teams. These teams want to prove something. This tournament can prove something for those teams, as maybe they didn't, you know. Listen, Brazil, they're getting to be on the world stage, so that's their motivation. Man City, maybe they didn't accomplish what they want to accomplish last season. They want to start, you know, this next season with a huge confidence boost and a good showing. So that's the way that I'm seeing this, guys. Thanks for listening to me yap today. I appreciate you guys, man. These are my predictions for the round of 16. God bless you guys. Hopefully you guys have a good week and you enjoy the football. We're going to be doing a lot of watch-alongs over the next week or two. Probably not tomorrow, but we will have reactions to the games tomorrow, guys. So stay tuned. And again, follow on Spotify if you guys have Spotify and you like it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.